Thank you, Mr. President. It's Godfrey, actually, it happens. Godfrey Bloom and Independence and Democracy, just to put you right on that. Commissioner Kallas seems to have read a completely different document. I can assure him that as a UK PLC, this simply would not do at all. If any UK PLC had filed accounts of this nature for 14 years, which have been completely unacceptable, and again this year, and I do not regard the Court of Auditors as having given this a clean bill of health at all, and I have read the document, if the Commission were a board of UK PLC directors, I have to say they would now be in prison. Now, we have a situation here where this Parliament, if Parliament it is, which spends most of the year talking about bendy bananas, knobbly parsnips, standardisation of bottle sizes, and on Tuesday we were even voting on the standardisation of tractor seats. So this absurd organisation spends most of its year doing nothing very much of value. We only have one serious responsibility, and that is to hold the Commission to account on the budget. That is the most serious thing we can do. And it is going to go through again for the 15th year on the nod. It is an utter disgrace, and let the British MEPs know I am watching very carefully how they vote, and I will make sure that it is known back in the UK what they do out here, as opposed to what they actually say when they go home.
Mr. President, as my friend Mr. Bloom quite rightly said earlier, it is simply not true to say that the accounts have been fully signed off by the auditors. It seems that about €6 billion cannot be properly accounted for. At current exchange rates, that is about £4.7 billion. Britain's net contribution to the EU budget in 2007 was £4.3 billion. The net amount is after the UK rebate and our own money spent in our own country. There is, of course, no such thing as EU money. An amount of money exceeding the UK taxpayers' net contribution to the EU budget is quite possibly finding its way into the pockets of fraudsters. This neatly sums up British membership of the European Union, a complete and utter total waste of money. More and more British people are realising that the European Union...
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.